Okay, so what we have created the outline of the mouth. Okay, now we are going to do first the facial features of Shri Ram Ji. Then we'll come to the next part, that is the internal detailing of this rest of the body. So I'm closing to the mouth and see what all of you are doing mistake. Many of you, if you are taking here from the chin, if you going towards in slanting way towards the up direction, and here edge is here, and it is also in the rounded form little bit, but not in this way that this area should look very fluffy, not extraordinary round will be there, and this round is very little, that edge is also feeling and round is also feeling. We can feel the edge also, we can feel the round also. Okay, but what you people are doing, uh, you have to correct this. You are taking like when you are going like this way, you are taking like this way. No, this is wrong. You have to continue with this line. Okay, when you are going like this, just continue. See, just I have continued with this line. It is rounded as well, and it is little bit edge we can feel here. There is some corner here, not sharp corner. Some edge is here, rounded edge is here, but in a very sharp way. Yes. So try to improve this practice. Don't go like this and then you are giving the edge like this. No. Okay. When you are going like this in the same way, with the same flow, you have to go in the same flow. See, some edge is here, but it is in a rounded form, but not as much as rounded form that it looks extraordinary. So you have to take care of these things. Okay. Now, next what you are doing the mistake, the level. When you are going to take very perfect edges and with very good round, it's okay. That is also, that is really good. But now where are you mistaking? Here you are taking the level up and here you are taking the level down. This is wrong. Okay. And same in case of ears, the level should be same. The level should be same. Somebody is taking this ear little bit up and the difference is only very little. If the ear is here, at the same level should be there, another ear is here. Just this one different, but with this much difference only, very little difference only, it makes the feels the mouth structure little bit extraordinary that everyone can catch. If they are not able to catch that, yes, there is the problem, but the people can catch some gadbad is there, something wrong with the mouth. What wrong with the mouth they cannot express in words, but they can feel something wrong in the mouth. Okay, if they are not able to catch this error, but they are able to catch something wrong in the mouth. So try to understand, always when you are going to draw the mouth and the facial features of the mouth or shoulders, also try to take the scale. If you want, if you are not able to take, then try to take the scale. Now here I have taken the scale. I have taken the scale. So level of the shoulder is same. My scale is not wrong because I have set my screen according to that. See, this is a screen actually. The level is same. If I will take the neck level, so for example, this is the neck. Okay. If I will take the neck level, see, if I will place the scale over here, the level is same. Here, it is coming from here. Very little difference here. See, I have made it very dark just for you. And here, this one is a dark line. Okay, now see the level, exact same level. See the level of the ear, exact this one. Sorry. Okay, exact same level. Chin here, exact same level. So try to observe these little things when you are creating the mouth portion. Only mouth up to the shoulder. Rest can be ignored somewhere. It doesn't mean that rest of the part, if you will take the very slim arm and other arm you will take fat, that is also wrong. But little difference can be compromised on the rest of the body, but not with the mouth and shoulder. Okay, because these are very highlighted areas. Anyhow, so continuing further, so now we are going to draw the facial features. So I have erased all these, whatever I have drawn. Actually, I was making in a very short time, the outlining using this grid with two methods. One method is when I was recording, I was taking the mobile, zooming it, and I was telling that from this, and I am, making all the portrait. Okay, and I was in so hurry that I was very happy to send you in short these things, that without wasting so many lectures you can easily understand. And in the second video, what I have did on the second page, without this without this mobile, I have placed my mobile in front of me on the stand. Now I am just only drawing the lines and explaining that where I'm going, the second page. Okay, but after that, when I checked the recording, I have muted the voice so that the back disturbance will not be recorded in my uh, recording. But I forgot that my voice will also be silent. This is what happened with me. So that is why I have make my best to erase all this. And again now I was exhausted, and I decided to cover in live class only. Either it will take uh, 5 to 6 lectures, I will go with that. तो मुझे लगा कि मैं 1 डेढ़ घंटे में बना के एक थोड़ा शॉर्ट टाइम में करूं, आप लोगों को समझना इजी हो, ताकि आप लोगों को इतने बड़े बड़े लेक्चर्स ना देखने पड़े। बट म्यूट होने की वजह से फिर मैं थक गई। मुझे लगा कि मैं क्लास में ही इसको करती हूँ, चाहे मेरे लेक्चर्स 5-6 लग जाए, इट्स ओके। बट अब मेरे से और नहीं होगा। एनी हाउ, so see, here I have also did some mistake, because after watching little bit after, here I have taken in this way, that nobody is perfect. You can see here. Just one call. Just hold on. One call. Okay, so what I have did the mistake. This one is very flat, this level, and this one I have taken very sharp. So I am making it correct like this one. Now it is equal sound. So in this way, you can observe after some times and watch that is it looking good to your eyes. Okay, in this way you have to watch after some time, after even number of hours also. Okay, now coming towards the facial features. So this is what the fifth column, and we are in the center of the mouth. Okay, fine. Now we have to draw the eyes. So for the eye, I'm again zooming it. Now you can not need to see the column number and row number. Why? Because here you have drawn the hairs. This one is a grid, and just below the grid we are now covering the eyes portion. So do not need to check that, okay, this is a fifth column, this is the third row. No need to do like this. So here to above of this horizontal line we have started the hairs. So this above the horizontal line we have started the hairs. Okay, same to same, starting the hairs. Now in the next grid, this one grid. Okay, again, can you check very simple thing? Now the triangle technique is working very good. This is a first triangle, second triangle, third triangle, fourth triangle. If I will cover this one eye, for example this eye, if I will start from this eye, it is in which triangle? It is in this right side triangle. So we have to go to this right side triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. This right side triangle. And in this right side triangle, where it is starting, it is not starting in the middle. There is the intersection point. If I will draw the line, I will draw the line over here. Again, it is divided into two parts. This triangle will be divided into two parts if I will draw the line. So when I will draw the line, can you see where this eyebrow will start? It is just parallel to this intersection point. Means in the center of this triangle. So we have to mark the point here. So it is close to this center. If I will take the center here, okay, if I will take the center here, it is crossing here. It is crossing here. And eyebrow is starting from here. Okay, just little bit before. So just parallel to this line, mark the point over here. And where it is ending, can you see? Here it is ending just parallel to this intersection point. Parallel to this intersection point or little bit before. And little bit before we will cover later. First of all, try to understand it is ending at this intersection point parallel to this line. Okay, here. Starting from here, this intersection point, ending at this intersection point, not touching the intersection point. I'm just checking the level. The level is here. See. Okay. So start making the eyebrow. This is the intersection point and this is another intersection point. Okay. So if I will draw the line and join these two intersection point here you can and can you see this is not touching this line. So this round is not touching this line. Okay. At this level. So in the way you can now complete the eyebrow. This way. Now, second. So once you will complete the eyebrow, now starting from this point is where, can you see if I will divide this line into two parts, so this is the center This is a center. I am not telling the center of this triangle. I am telling the center of this diagonal line. And the diagonal line center is here. Just from this center, if I will draw the eye and see the structure where it is ending, again it is ending where? The center of this diagonal line. Very simple eye structure is there without any problem. Not it is a one third, not it is close to the center, nothing. Starting from this center and ending at this center in this way. Okay. So very simple. But see, here it is not touching the line. Here it is not touching the line. And also you can see here. Here when it is ending, again it is not touching the line. There is some gap. What gap is there? Same gap is here. Okay. So here it is not touching the line. And also here it is not touching the line. So in this way. Now the face is in the center. You can create the iris using the way what I have taught you in the eyes. You can also follow that instructions also. So it's up to you what type of eyes you want to draw. If you don't want to follow these, you can. Okay. If I will not follow this, I will follow according to myself like this. So this is the lower lid line and upper lid line. I will not follow according to this picture. It is very rounded form. I don't want this. Okay. So I will follow according to my way. Here little bit edge is here. This way. Little sharp edge is here. So here you already know this line. Okay. Same what we have drawn before the eyes. Now again, second, so when you start this from, draw the straight line towards this one. Draw the straight line. When you will draw the straight line, you can see the difference between these two. The difference between these two is equal to only one eye. Whatever the distance from this point to this point, the same difference is between these two. Okay, so difference between two eyes is equal to one eye. So when you will draw the straight line over here, so if you will follow the grid also, you can also, that is the distance between these 2 points. You can just take 6 here and then start drawing the another eye. This is also you can do. If you want to go along with the grid that where it is starting, you can go. You can see this one is the diagonal line and it is starting where? When you will draw the line, straight line towards this direction, just below the diagonal line here, here you can start drawing the eyes and whatever the distance is here you have taken below this diagonal line, same distance you have to take after this vertical line and end the eye here. Okay, whatever the distance you have taken between these 2 points from this diagonal line to this one, same distance you have to end the eye by taking the same distance from this line to this point. Okay, so in this way you can do. Here this much is the difference. Okay. Because you have to face, you can face the problem in making an eye. Okay, because I'm also checking the level of this lower eyelid. Yeah, it is same. And this upper eyelid, if I will take the level, okay, this is starting from here. And the level of this one is also. See, here I'm touching this diagonal line. Okay. I want a little bit eye, in large size. That one is okay, good. Before it was good. Don't want to make it large. This one is good. So here also I'm going to make so in this way. Sometimes we need to erase and draw again because here you have to draw carefully because every time the where the it is little bit, after this point. If I will take the straight line, it will be little bit after here. Like if we will draw the straight line, it is little bit before this one, this level. Okay. For example, I mean to say, when you will draw the eye, when you draw the eye, And eyebrow, if I will draw this straight line towards the up, eyebrow will start from little bit here, not exact on the level of this point, little bit here. Okay, little bit here, not on the level of this one. I just want to say this one. Okay, here I will going to dark. I think it is fine because I will correct it with the color pencil.
Ma'am, will you check our eyes?
No, no. After this class, I will check through the WhatsApp pic because this is very important. Eyes are you have to draw very carefully. That is why I need everybody's picture on my WhatsApp, just like the structure of the mouth. Okay. So in this way, you have to draw these eyes. And little bit difference can be managed because everybody is having don't have the same eyes. Little difference is always here between the two features if are same. If two ears are there, very little difference that nobody can catch, but difference is there. So in the way same way you do not need to show the difference. Okay, it should look equal, very much equal, but we know the difference is there. Okay, so first of all draw along with me. After then I will check one by one on WhatsApp, even after this class also on the video. So here you have to draw first here in between these two eyebrow you have to mark one center point. Okay, from that center point you have to draw the line up to where you have to end just above this diagonal line here up to this point. Okay, so take a center. Some difference is again here. Wait. If I will take the same level, this one. See, I also need to check the level. That is very important. Okay. So this is the center. This is the center. If I will draw the line exactly straight and where I have to set just little bit above this diagonal line here. Okay. So what you have to do? Here and when you will end just above this diagonal line here, or it is also you can see if I will draw this line and center is here, it is just little bit below here, the nose is here. So here you have to, and what is the level? What is the level where you have to start? Where you have to start and end the nose? Can you see the level? If I will see at this point, at the just corner of this tear duct, when you will draw the straight line, it is ending here. Okay. Again, if I will draw the straight line, it is ending here. And what is the level of this one? This level is, if I will draw the straight line, it is ending, it is ending here. If I will draw the straight line, it is ending here. You can say corner of the eyebrow. If I will draw the straight line, it is ending here, corner of this eyebrow. So what you have to do? You have to draw these two lines from this eye corner and from this eye corner. See, this way. Now you can draw the nostril part, and as from this level, if I am taking the straight line, here is the nose part and here is also the nose part. Just straight towards this point and straight towards this point. So taking round way like this, taking a round way like this, very simple. And here again towards the up direction also take a round. Towards the up direction take a round in this way. Okay, so take a round, take a round. So here is the highlight area, shadow area here. So we will cover the nose later on. Just we need to draw this part only. Okay. Rest of the part do not draw any outlines because nose has never any outline. Okay. We will cover it with the shading with the help of color pencil. So here we found a center. You can draw this goal bindi type, and above that you can draw the tilak also like this. Any design you can make. Any design you can make, tilak. Now coming to the lips portion. So is it understood that this should be parallel to coming toward this corner, touching this corner, and this should also be touching to this corner. The level should be touching the corner of the eyes. Okay. And here it is in between. So one thing you have to note, this is AI generated picture and the nostril is look like very down in a very sharp way. This is wrong. Okay. So always remember when you draw the nose, it should not like this one. No, this is wrong. It should be like this one in a broad way. This one. This is wrong. Because that is also correct in only those cases who has a nose in a very extraordinary nose who have very extraordinary. Normally this is a common. Normally we use this structure of the nostril. So now coming towards the down, now we are going to draw the lips. Here we got the center. Draw this line and touching this intersection point here. Draw the line here. Here you have to draw first this V shape and then crossing this diagonal line, crossing this is very close to this intersection point, diagonal line, and you have to end over here. And where is the level? Level of the eye is this is very important point you have to check every time. For example, this is an eye and here is the iris part. So again, it is not compulsory that the level of the lips, the center line. We draw the center line like this one, है ना? Here we draw the upper line. Okay, I'm just asking for this center line in the lips. The level of this two ends, it should be coming from this one, and here it also should be coming from this one. Sometimes it can be less, sometimes it can also be larger. Again, it depends upon person to person facial features. Otherwise, common, what is the level of these 2 points? This should be at the where the iris, here is the starting point, and here the iris, this is the starting point of the iris. This should be the level. Okay, so these are the common things. You can check now here what in this picture is, what is in this picture. If I will draw the line straight towards this one, it is not touching but it is very close to this. And if I will draw from this, I am drawing the straight line here. Just little bit here it is ending. Okay. So again it depends person to person. So as just starting from here, first of all try to make a V. Okay. Try to make a V. Little bit outside this corner. You have to take this line little bit outside. Okay. So you have to make the lips like not like this one, not like this one. You have, for example, this is the line and these are the two corners. You have to take like then take a little bit round this way. Okay, this one, and then take little bit round in this way. Don't take it a very round way. So we will cover it with the color pencil rest of the part. So this is a highlight area. So we will cover it with the color pencil. We do not need to draw any outlines. No. So here you can see this is a very dark area. So here this is a shadow part of this lips because this skin is bended towards the inner side. Okay. So here it is getting light. Why? Because now it is getting very fluffy area towards the outside direction. That is why here sharp line is here. Okay. So very sharp line is here. So all these things we will cover with the help of color pencils at that time. So I'm not going into that much details. So this is how we have done the facial features. So these are the highlighted areas. Right now we do not need to draw. So we will cover when we will start coloring. At that time we will draw the lines. Right now we do not need. Okay. So even this part also we do not need right now. So when we will start at that time we will draw these highlights. So these highlights we will not draw right now. We will cover at the time of color pencil. So this is what it has been covered. Now see here just above this mala, here these are somewhere the skin is banded inside, somewhere the skin are outside towards the outside direction like this. You can see this is a very dark area because this is the where the light is not falling on this area because of this mouth portion. So it becomes dark. But now it is coming in front of us. That's why it is now becoming light. Okay. So you can make this also if you want here from this intersection point. From this intersection point, you can take like this one, and from here you can take like this one. Okay.
मैम पिक्चर फट रहा है.
क्या? यस.
अच्छे से दिख नहीं रहा मैम.
ब्लर है क्या? इज इट
अभी दिख
क्लियर?
रहा है मैम. हाँ हाँ अभी दिख रहा है मैम.
Okay. Okay. So now we are covering the detailing part. Okay. So here, where it is going towards this corner. It is going towards this corner. But I will not draw the line up to the corner. Just little bit here and here to get just idea for the highlights and darker area. Okay. Because we have to mark before starting the colors that yes, here we have to give in this way the light effects and dark effects. These are just we are marking for our idea that very easily we can get the idea. So this is what the darker area. Now next part is I'm just moving my camera just away to tell you. Now we have to draw the clothes now. Only the clothes and this portion is left. Okay. So see, where is this point where it is starting? It is starting from which column? Third column. So moving towards down, it is in third column. And which one is the row? Row is sixth row. Okay, sixth row, third column. So sixth row, third column, starting from here and moving towards here, very close to this intersection point, very close to this intersection point, crossing from here and where it is now, very much close to this intersection point, also crossing from here where it is meeting again, it is going just below the intersection point like this. So you have to draw along with me. Sixth row, third column. Sixth row, third column. Here it is starting sixth row, third column. It is starting from here and it will be like here, moving towards this point here. Okay, here. Now going towards in a slanting way, just little bit very close to this line, very close to this line. Now crossing from this intersection, not touching the intersection, just little bit above. Okay. This is not pure in a rounded form. Don't take. It should be like this is not pure in the rounded form. It should be like this, not in a rounded form. No, it should be like this one. Okay, so this is the round. No, don't take like little bit. You have to make the shape like this. Okay, in this way. So almost you got an idea, and from this point, I'm going to here. First of all, I will draw this line. I'm going to draw this line first. Okay, so now you have to draw along with me as I told you number of times that how to take Okay, going toward this direction. Here it is going toward this. Okay. Because now I am just taking here, I'm just drawing the close part, just drawing the close part. So you can also see the grid also if you have taken the printout. Okay. I'm now observing the same way you have to observe also. Now from this intersection point, I'm drawing this, you know, this close and in the curve and going towards the down direction. Because see how I'm observing, I'm when I draw the hands where it is now, it is meeting at this intersection point. Like this way I'm observing.
Ma'am, in which row you are drawing this?
Ninth row. You have not taken the printout?
No, ma'am.
Okay, ninth row, and this is fifth column. So we are not going to draw the proper fingers. We are just drawing the outlines only. See how simple I have made it. I have drawn this slanted line. So in this way, so this, see, if I will draw the slanted line, it is here. So draw this slant line and it is meeting here. When I will draw this slant line, it is meeting here. Now finger is going towards this direction. Okay, so in this way you have to somewhere take the proper angle also. I am making it very, neat and clean, sorry. So that you can also see. So this is the slant line. So here, now we have to take the parallel lines over here. Parallel lines over here, according to the slant line. Okay, so we have to take the parallel lines in this way. So how easy you can make the hands. So parallel lines you have to take. Again, this should also be parallel.
Shelley, can you slow
Yes.
down? I feel it is little bit fast.
No, no, I'm just on the hand only. I'm not running. Don't worry, I'm with you here. Because I'm also observing that from this point, above this intersection point, I have to go towards the, in a, down direction, touching the Rudrakshamala, and now coming towards here like a curve way here, then joining at the finger in this way. Touching the mala and here, this way. Now you can take a little rounded shape. Now you can give the little bit rounded shape. Now you can take the little bit rounded shape like this. So here is the nail portion. So how the finger looks like a this A type here, then moving down like this, and then moving down. Okay, like this, and then moving down. So now, if it will be like this, then all the lines will be parallel to according to this one. Okay, so in this way, now I can change the lines. Okay, so in this way, first of all, you draw only the fingers. You can make, I'm just coming, somebody is at the gate. Wait. So, have you done the hand part? So all these are just with the help of the color pencil shadings now. All these lines and nerves. But if you want to draw, you can also draw the nerves before the color pencil. Otherwise, at the time of coloring, we can draw these. Okay. So very little portion is here, just the hairs and the internal part we will cover tomorrow, and tomorrow will be the last day for these outlines. Okay, so after that I will start with the colors.